Let's talk about it.
Give us a sign that you want to communicate with us. Nothing.
What are you guys?
Well, we've been called ghost hunters, paranormal researchers.
But we prefer to be known simply as Ed and Lorraine Warren.
The Conjuring is a new movie from director James Wan, and I was very excited for this, mostly because we have a horror film with an R rating strictly because it's scary. It's not because of the gore, it's not because of nudity, not because of language, not because of anything. It's just strictly a scary movie. Now, that's awesome. Now, I wasn't a real big fan of Insidious. I really liked the first half of the movie. It kind of lost me a little bit towards the end because it just got a little too goofy for me. But nevertheless, James Wan really showed us that he knows how to work a camera and create horror. And he does this by really terrifying you. And he has little things hidden here and there that you pay attention to create good atmosphere. And he builds up the scene. He gets a lot of tension. And he doesn't use cheap jump scares. He really produces good quality scenes. Now, with all that being said, I really do feel bad for any horror movie coming out for the rest of this year and probably for the next couple of years to come because The Conjuring nailed it. Now, the story for the movie is nothing entirely original. It's just a typical haunting type story, but the execution in it is what makes this movie great. The execution is perfect. Every scene that they present to you and they build up the tension and they hold you there, they deliver. Because when they build these scenes up, you're not getting bored with it, and they're not showing you everything that's going on, and they're not using jump scares to catch you off guard. They'll take one scene, and they'll drag it out for a couple of minutes, but you're on the edge of your seat the whole time because you have no idea what the hell's going to happen, and it puts that image in your head of what you don't see. It freaks you out. It gets under your skin because you're using your imagination to create the horror. So everybody has their own idea as to what's going on. It's not just being thrown in your face with loud music and loud bangs to make you jump back in your seat. The Conjuring does an excellent job building really good, genuine scares. This movie has done it the best that I have seen since the first time I got to see Paranormal Activity in the theater with a filled audience. All of the acting in the movie is really good as well. You can really buy into it, and it really grips you. When people are terrified, you can tell that they're genuinely terrified. And one thing that's really neat about it is the Warrens, who are played by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, they're the ones who are the investigators, and the cool thing I like about it is they show how they like to debunk things. They don't just go into a situation trying to find a reason for ghosts, they're trying to find a reason as to why it's not ghosts. So you know that when they're starting to get bothered, shit's about to get serious. And I really like how they illustrated that in the movie, and they did it really well. And one thing that you don't really get in movies often, especially in horror movies, is good kid actors. And all the kids in this movie, and there's 5 of them, they did a fantastic job. When they're terrified, you feel it, you can see it, it's very believable. And I'm surprised during some of the scenes in this movie that the kids didn't shit their pants during filming because the stuff that they have to do and hold it together for the duration of this scene, it's awesome and it fits perfectly and I loved every second of it. The characters are really smart in this movie as well because they're not making stupid decisions. Everything is happening to the family as a whole. So it's not like you have the stupid mom or the stupid dad who you got to get through 45 minutes of them not believing what's going on. Everybody's experiencing this, and when they feel it's time to reach out, they reach out, and it plays through very realistically, and this was one of the high points of the movie. When you have characters that you can get behind and care about, especially in a horror movie, that is when a horror movie is most effective. I only had one little minor gripe with the movie, but it didn't affect anything for me. It literally lasted 5 seconds, so it's not even worth mentioning. Now, I had an experience in the theater that I only had happen one time prior, and that's people walking out of the movie. 3 girls that were sitting right in front of me and my girlfriend walked out halfway through. And I've only had that happen one other time, and that was for Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. And I'm pretty sure that they only walked out because of how graphic that movie was. So as far as the movie being too scary, this is the only time I've ever seen people walk out of a theater. In the end, I had a really fun time with The Conjuring. It kicked major ass, it surpassed my expectations and then some, and delivered to me what I look for in a horror film. I highly recommend going out and seeing this movie in the theater. Have you seen The Conjuring? What did you think about it? Leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know what is the one movie or movies that get under your skin and really creeped you out. It can be from any era, recent, in the past, doesn't matter. Let me know what movies really get underneath your skin. You can click right over here to check out some more of my videos, and you can click right there to subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with everything else that I do. That's a wrap for now, so until next time, keep it groovy.